Hey, Katafan. Hello, Jump. Oh, welcome.
Work is never done.
Just finishing up my last weekly, so I can get my gold vault. See if maybe we'll get something fun. Let's actually go for damage. Get that empower going off a little bit faster. We get overwhelmed later. Yeah, I think we can go for that. Yeah, let's go here. We don't want to shuffle our hands. How are you all doing today? We don't necessarily have anything specific planned, just playing some good old Path of Champions. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome.
Demons walk among us, masquerading as men.
Yeah, I just was kind of feeling like playing some Vayne today. I really need a lot of Demacia or Demacian Nova Crystals, because both Vayne and Lux Illuminated are just ready to go. I just need the crystal. GG. Hopefully they don't add another Demacia champion.
A sentinel's work is never done.
Mind playing Sett, you haven't done so in a long time. Potentially. Hey, Long. Let's get some more of these going. Let's just go ahead and cut that. We pretty much want nothing other than... we kind of already have this. We just want our main champion. Alright, Astute Academic. Hey, Ken. Let's get rid of these three. Why, hello there.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
Hilltover's finest.
On foot.
Came a long way for a bullet. Missed.
Broke my hand.
And this guy speaks a non-English language. Yeah, that happens all the time. Be careful, otherwise I'll try to read out your German again. Let's go right here. It's kind of sad that Constellation Vayne just feels like Vayne when she was released. She used to be such a good champion. Hey, Razis. Get some more of these. Perfect. More damage. Sure, we're not really gonna play any of these. And Talia. So yeah, this will be our last weekly, so this will give us a gold vault. So maybe we'll get enough fragments to get another champion there and upgrade their constellation. Probably not, but we'll see. Ooh la la, gold, yes. It's pretty awesome that we can earn 2 gold vaults every single week just from the adventures and quests. Oh, Vayne is fantastic. And this is without her 6-star.
Ready, aim. I've got us covered.
Alright, GG. Hey, Ghost Nom. Alright, nice and fast.
A sentinel's work is never done.
All right, let's see what we got. Nice. Actually, elite fragments for someone we needed. All right, gold vault. Jump have no Tom is hindering my progress in monthlies. Yeah, Tom Kench is someone that you always want to have in your monthlies because they're just they're such a great counter to so many of the modifiers. All right, let's go through and see if anyone is able to get upgraded. All right, 20 way. We don't want to spend any of our wild fragments. We need to save those up for next week because in a week we get another patch. For Swain, he just has his gemstones, and we don't have enough to do anything for them. Goodness, this one takes 400? That seems kind of insane. I feel like gemstone prices are inconsistent because that was 400. Where this one is the exact same thing as 350. Weird. Yeah, for Vayne, we have enough to get some upgrades for her, but we want to save it for if we ever get enough to do her 6-star. Viego, the only thing other than gemstones is this one here. But again, don't want to spend our wild fragments. Jace, I don't think we really have anything. Could get that upgrade. Man, Jace is the worst for trying to get your gemstones. The rest of the constellation is great, but trying to upgrade his gemstones is going to be terrible. Not that gemstones really matter. Aatrox, I think we have nothing for. I actually haven't played Aatrox in a while. We might play him because I don't think I've really played him since I've gotten some of the upgrades. So we have Arm to the Teeth. That's nice. 8 regen. That's pretty big. Equipment you acquire in Adventures has Phage. World Ender has double Chalice of Harmony. Yeah, we might do some Aatrox today potentially. Patch is next week. Patch is in a week. Next week on Wednesday. Are we having teasers today? Yeah, that'll be later. That normally starts on Friday. Ash, I was able to get closer. So I'm 1 away from getting the 6-star, but we obviously need the crystal and a whole bunch of shards. But was able to get the Enraged Yeti, has Philosopher's Stone and Great Club. I've kind of had bad luck where I've been getting a lot of fragments for certain champions, and then there's other champions where I've been getting nothing. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to come over here and get Mana Flow for Darius. Because also Mana Flow is going to improve your 6-star, which we don't have, but when allies attack, summon a random Noxian ally with equal cost to your mana gems. So being sure you have your 5-star before getting his 6-star is just going to make it even better. I like looking through and seeing where I'm at with all the champions. With Echo, we've gotten a good amount. Still have his 6-star. Don't have enough fragments for the Mana Flow. And we could get the support champs have Guardian Orb, but I think I'd rather save the fragments for either getting the 5th star or getting the 6-star. I don't want to blow these ones that we have. I read on Reddit that Phage on Equip in Aatrox has the same bug that Viego used to have on his spell, so it's a dead node. Huh. We'll potentially be testing that out. Gwen, yeah, we just want to... Pretty much whenever we get to a champion 6-star, we often want to just start saving up resources so that if we get a crystal, we can buy it right away and we don't have to use a bunch of fragments. So now that we've reached the 6-star, we're just going to be holding off until we get like 100 fragments for Gwen. Yeah, let's grab Aatrox. We'll have to somewhat get rid of these builds. Beast Within is solid, giving everyone Overwhelm and extra stats. So yeah, it's one of the stars of Discovery. So equipment you acquire in Adventures has Phage. Maybe people are thinking this is supposed to be all equipment that he has, but that's not the case. It's just equipment you acquire. So after battle rewards or in the shop. So we'll test this out and see if it actually is working. Yeah, Beast Within is nice because you're able to just power up all your units even more. Making your champion spell cost 1 less. That would be great if it counted for all 3 of them. But yeah, it should only count for the first one, that cost reduction. Disciple of Shadows, Death's Foil. I feel like Chosen could give us scaling, but I feel like it's not really that needed. I can't test, but Reddit was pretty adamant that it's been bugged. Well, we'll find out here in a moment. Found Fortune. What is the highest cost card other than Aatrox? So it's either a Blooming Cultist or a Furious Wielder. Neither one of those is that good for the Found Fortune. Portal Pals, when I'm summoned, create 2 random 7+ costs from your regions. Reduce its cost by my base cost. I don't think, like, his region is Runeterra, so it won't really count. Yeah, Portal Pals I don't think would be that good. I'm just trying to see if there's any other builds we can kind of come up with. Like, we could always just throw on, like, Starforge Gauntlets and Luminous Orb. That would probably be a very solid build. I'm just trying to see if we can find anything a little bit more interesting. Portal Pals Aatrox is only Zalani. Okay, that's not how you spell it. 2 A's. So that is Targon. Region deck includes cards from another region. What is his... You may put any non-champion Darkin into your deck during deck building. Once you summoned 3 or other different Darkin, draw an Aatrox. So yeah, these Darkin cards wouldn't count. But that means we should have, like, Demacia, Shurima, Vandal City, Shadow Owls. So pretty much Portal Pals should actually be hitting potentially all of those regions, which would be pretty difficult. So you do get value from pals? Not necessarily. The thing with Portal Pals is you normally want to make sure the region you're pulling from is going to be giving you good cards, not cards that aren't the best. So there's some regions where you're just trying to reduce the odds you're going to get a garbage card that's not going to help you. And so having it hit so many different regions is going to be a little bit more difficult. As far as relics, it would be interesting if we could play something other than Luminous Orb. With our Constellation, though, allies with equipment or attachments have 2/2. This is only really going to count once Aatrox is on the board, is how that should work. And so even though Aatrox does have the extra 2/2 from this, it shouldn't count while he's in hand. If it did, yes, you could use other things other than Luminous Orb in order to get those stats. Same with the Beast Within. This should be giving Aatrox another 1/1. So you could just do something with 2 health, but it shouldn't activate. Let's throw in the Fist and let's try this out. This is just going to be like, we're just going to do like a encounter and then probably immediately surrender. This shouldn't work, but let's just test it out. Yeah, this doesn't really matter at all. And this will also show us what counts for Aatrox's regions. Okay, so yeah, Aatrox, as you see, he does have like all of the regions. So yeah, like we thought, it does just start at the 2 mana, which is totally fine. But yeah, as you see, Aatrox has pretty much like most of the regions in his deck, which means if you go for like a Spell Weavers or if you go for a Portal Pals, it's going to hit like anything that's above the 7 cost, which is going to make it incredibly inconsistent. Yeah, that was... we just wanted to test it out quickly. Oh, the camera's in the way. So yeah, just Aatrox had pretty much 7 different other regions in his area. What's today's content? We're just testing out different stuff right now. So right now, Aatrox, he's someone we haven't really played in a while. We're just trying to see exactly what it is. It was more than 4. I'll show you when we get back into a game. So yeah, like we figured, the Fist doesn't work, which is a little bit sad, because if we could use Jace's Hextech battery, that would be pretty nice. Yeah, I guess we'll throw on a Luminous Orb for now. Pretty simple and straightforward. Let's go see, though, if this Star of Discovery works. Equipment you acquire has Phage. So this should just be equipment we get from shops, and equipment we get as, like, after-battle rewards. When you summon a 1-cost, we have 2 1-costs in our deck, so that's not bad, but sorcery would probably be better for us, having that extra mana. Yeah, let's grab that one here.
I'm on the case.
All right, Caitlyn with Perfected Mana Flow. So if I move my camera, there you see all the regions Aatrox has. And yeah, it's a good amount more than 4. Oh, look, it's 7, like I said. Let's see. It's a lot of equipment. Let's get rid of one of these. Mandatory 30-second ad. Did you leave and come back?
Tough places breed tough people.
Alright, let's go ahead and drop this here. They'll attack before we can, before we can drop our equipment. Yeah, there's 7 regions. See right there? A lot more than 4.
News from the Undercity ship.
Alright, let's just drop all of our units, equip everyone.
Should pay off nicely.
So yeah, going for any of those region-based decks will be pretty
Turning yourself in.
inconsistent.
Now we wait.
So close.
You dream it, I'll build it.
Alright, let's go ahead and drop our Aatrox. Having this get reduced down is so nice. Yeah, let's just immediately activate this, transform all of our units.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
Stay on him. Back up.
Host, you keep forgetting about an inability to see through the camera. No, I've actually gotten rid of my camera twice now, so not forgetting, I already cleared it multiple times. Okay, so that's where your darken.
Setting up a roadblock.
So the darken here that you can use from your weapons is where they're getting items. So these items are... Okay, that's what you're getting from your star powers. That's pretty good. Nice. Alright, GG. I'll switch it or drop it one more time for you. As you can see, there, all of the regions.
After all these years, I can finally...
Glory Seeker, Utter Devastation. Kill all units except Darken allies and equipped allies. If only we had some cost reduction for this. We could have this in hand and then try to reduce this down. Last Breath Rally on a Challenger unit is solid. Could play this for free. We'll probably go for the Glory Seeker. Alright, let's see. So Quinn with her scout attacks is decent. Misfortune, we could play her for free, so that's also pretty good. Also has some scout here. Sure, we can drop this here. Let's go for the shop, see if we can get a item. So Sejuani with Power Overwhelming.
Trust nothing but your strength.
How many stars? 4? Yeah, I think just 4. Furious Wielder will actually be good since we have the sorcery, the mana. Yeah, we can drop this here. And sure, let's get a strike off. Perfect.
The box bestows for a price.
And yeah, we can go for the harp. So we could use this here, hit this unit with the tough, get 2 of our poros, which then means we have 2 units in order to equip. Alright, that's fine. Drop our misfortune for free.
Favors the bold.
Would equipping that actually give it stats back? Not 100% sure. Yeah, I was like, I think I've tried that before and it didn't work. But we can buff it up like this so we can still get a strike off. GG. It depends.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
All right, so let's see if this actually is working. Guess we can just grab this here. All right, let's see if we get any equipment here. All right, we do not see any equipment. Let's re-roll. All right, this is equipment we already have. But yeah, we're not seeing Phage on any of these. The thing is, Phage does work on equipment because we have it here in Darkened Staff. So it's not the same problem with Viego because that was an item that just doesn't work on spells, but Phage does work on equipment, as you can see here. But yeah, we're not seeing Phage on any of these. We'll buy 1 copy of that. Get that Dragon's Rage. And sure, we can buy 1 of those just for the item. Alright, Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
But yeah, we didn't see any Phage on those, which we should have. One of those we didn't own. Let's get rid of 1 of these. Yeah, we don't own the Bloodletter.
Victory requires a sharp blade. I'll write my own story.
We'll drop the Crackshot Corsair.
Again, Peru. Face me. Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
Things lay inside.
Yeah, we need to find some more interesting Aatrox builds. 'Cause like this one is fine. It's just not that interesting though. So this one doesn't have tough yet because I haven't seen an ally get equipped. We can actually do the one that costs mana. It's not like we're running out of mana.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
I'll cut them apart. Got us
All right,
covered.
GG.
Love ya.
Titan axe on equipment. That'd be nice.
Fortune Smile.
The fact is that an item is coded differently based on which equipment is applied to. Possession used to have the unit coded cost reduction item, so it wasn't applied. People on Reddit believe that it's the same thing. Here it's the on unit phage instead of the on equipment phage. That could be possible. It made more sense with the Viego one because, yeah, there are two different cost reductions based on whether something is a spell or a... Oh, let's grab this here. A unit. But here we have an example of phage working, but if they have it coded so that there's essentially two different copies of phage, then yes, that would make sense. Let's get another rally banner. We don't have a lot of gold, but let's just go and check again. So, still not seeing any equipment here. Sure, have another unit at the start of the game is fine. Alright, Tom Kench.
My mouth into which all travels end.
Yeah, you'd think that Aatrox would also get shown Darken equipment more often to pick up. The fact that we haven't really been given too many options for that is kind of surprising. Interesting. So it's not showing us the item on any of these Darkin, but they should have an item on them from our star powers.
No prey, no pay.
I wonder if Aatrox has to be on the board first. Strange. Yeah, let's build out our board a little bit more. Alright, important to get everyone equipped. Could go for Keeper. Yeah, fine.
The box is sold for a price.
Yeah, the extra stats you're getting from your 4th star, though, it is very simple, but it is quite nice. Getting the extra 2/2 in addition to the stats your equipment is going to have. Because your equipment already has stats, and then it potentially getting phage as well is going to be pretty crazy. Aatrox has been having this bug for a while where he's essentially hiding. Yeah, we can just drop World Ender. Spicy Toast, do you think Aatrox 6-star is good? I'm kind of forgetting what 6-star is, actually. Getting recalled is very annoying. Don't think there's really going to be anything we can do to stop it, though. Yeah, I'm kind of forgetting what the Aatrox 6-star even was, so I'm not sure offhand. GG. Isn't it double stats? Oh, right. When you summon a Darkin or transform it, double its stats.
That's why I'm the captain.
Yeah, I think that's probably fine. It's pretty simple, but for one, it's going to make our Aatrox absolutely massive, like this Black Cleaver. Power Rift could be good, but yeah, this will be fun. I think it also fits thematically. Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and go here. So Ezreal with Unyielding. It makes sense for the Darkin to be absolutely massive monsters that are going to destroy everything. So giving them double stats is going to be good, making Aatrox be absolutely massive because he's going to double stats when you play him, and then when he levels up and he transforms into his other version, he should double his stats again. So yeah, I think it's fine. Hello, got yesterday final Disciple of Shadows. Waited for it quite some time. Hypers. Nice. Disciple of Shadows is a pretty fantastic one.
Prey, no pay.
Alright, let's drop this. The tough is going to be very good against Ezreal. Alright, nice. Let's do this here. Because your units, it's not only that you're getting double stats, because your units are so massive already, because they're already going to be equipped, so you're getting the 2-2 from Arm to the Teeth, in addition to all the stats that the equipment already has, potentially in addition to having Phage once Phage is actually working. So they're already going to be big, and then they're transforming into the Darkin, which is going to be even bigger, and then the stats going to be doubled even more. So I think it should be pretty fun. Seems like a already winning or win harder 6-star, not really helping if the enemy stops you from filling your board. I would think that too before we got the adventures that we have gotten. Since we have gotten all these adventures, having all these giant units would actually be pretty decent.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Alright, so we'll attack here.
Face me.
We'll be able to rally. Let's actually put this one first.
Punch. Keep the left.
And yeah, we'll rally and attack again.
Mwah. Remember me.
I thought the same thing with the Volibear 6-star, where your big units are just getting even bigger. And yeah, at the time, it just seemed like, oh, that's just a win more 6-star power. But with the adventures we've been going against, especially since pretty much everything now has the deadly power, so all their units are even bigger and all their spells and everything hit even harder,
Love ya.
I think having those extra stats is actually going to be helpful. But yeah, before when we were playing, it didn't really matter as much.
That's why I'm the captain.
And also with some of the other upgrades you're getting, here's a card. We have one copy of this in our deck, but this should still, like, we bought this from a shop, so it should have Phage. Should have Phage here, but yeah. Not seeing it, sadly. We could go for Elusive. I think I'd rather actually go for Zoe. Getting more of the Glory Seeker would be nice. And Zoe. Yeah, but Voli has mana cheating, so you get a lot of cheap Titanics. Aatrox still needs to keep them until he drops World Ender. Yeah, but remember, Aatrox has 6 cost reduction baseline on World Ender, and then you're getting more cost reduction from your strikes going off. And you have to get that cost reduction before you get the 6-star. So since you're getting all of that cost reduction on World Ender, you're activating it way earlier in the game. So you're also getting mana cheating out as well. And like for Aatrox, you can get his 5th star to get an extra mana gem. You can very easily go for Starforged Gauntlets to get other mana as well.
Looking for trouble? It found you.
And Aatrox, his whole star powers are about cost reduction. So Aatrox has as much, if not more, mana cheating than Volibear does. Like, yeah, it's a bit different. It can be a little bit more inconsistent because you don't know who is going to get hit with that cost reduction.
Looks could kill. They can, and they
But that cost reduction is still there. Now, let's actually give this some equipment. And give this equipment right here.
sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
Oh, it looks pretty good. Drop our Aatrox.
Watch them fly back into sky. Or reverse gravity.
Although here, the World Ender... Does it start at 16? Yeah, hopefully that cost reduction is actually working. Deathbringer Sweep. Sure, let's go ahead and attack like this. And GG. Only one way to get World Ender. Voli has tons of ways to get idols. No, what I'm saying is Aatrox has cost reduction on all of his strikes. That is his other way to cheat. So yes, Volibear has a tons of ways to get idols, and yes, there's only one way to get World Ender, but you have other ways to get cost reduction to cheat out your units faster, to help you ramp up. And then all of those strikes are already counting towards World Ender, so once you do drop World Ender, then you're able to, like, even if you drop it later in the game, all of those strikes have reduced it down so you can play it, like, immediately. I don't really care about any of these. Hey, look, it's the Volibear power. Let's see. Epic Champion, Poros. We'll go here. I mean... Yeah, it's really not going to help us at all. We'll try one. Okay, another unit. That's great. All right, Azir.
Your loyalty will be rewarded.
Will we get new Champs Constellation with the patch next week? Yes. I think they've already announced that we're getting 2. Like, they've said previously that we're always going to get 2 to 3 every patch. And then I think they mentioned in a comment on Twitter, I believe, that yes, we are getting 2 constellations in this next patch. Now, we don't know if it's going to be 2 new champions or 2 updating constellations. My guess is they're just going to stick with what they've been doing, which is giving us 1 new champion and 1 of the other champions upgraded. Yeah, Volibear's 4-star is probably the worst in the game at the moment, which is so sad. Yes, like, you can understand what they were trying to do with it, but in practice, whenever I play Volibear, it almost never is actually helpful, which is just sad.
I need just a moment.
Man, we're just getting all of the crazy overpowered powers. Mana flow. But yeah, I'm glad we were actually able to test that Aatrox's Phage isn't working. How long do you think they'll give us a new champ, not an existing one, not in Path of Champions? I think the Arcane update, if they're going to add a new champion to the game, like to the game overall, is probably the time to do it. This already has Overwhelm, but we'd still rather have just more copies of this card than these. Yeah, the Arcane update seems like the best opportunity for them to do that. We already have Fury. Let's go for Scout. Wouldn't be bad to focus on Misfortune, but we like Aatrox better. probably never going to play the Navigator. All right, Lulu with Perfected Mana Flow.
Pleased to meet you.
And the fact that it's competing for your resources with the best 4-star Ashe makes it even worse. Oh yeah, as far as Volibear, yeah, it's not the best. We don't need 2 copies of Aatrox, but this is okay. I wonder how long Aatrox has been bugged like this. Have people not submitted bug reports about it?
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
Because I feel like this might have been bugged since the Constellation came out, which, if that's the case, then that's a little rough.
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
Alright, so we could give this quick attack and try to have it kill Lulu, but then we wouldn't get the rally, so I think we won't bother with that. It could just be that no one's been playing Aatrox, so no one's brought it up. Since release, it was bugged? Yeah, okay. Alright.
You're mine.
So we'll attack like this, the unit will die, we'll get a rally, and we can't attack again.
Mwah. Remember me. I need just a moment. Face me.
So it's totally unnecessary, but we could just attack again, doing the exact same thing, getting another rally. Oh, that's silly. GG. Hey, Carthians. Welcome.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
Alright, epic champion item. Actually, no, we just grabbed that, so we get champion item and power. Sure. Free attack. That with the scout gives us essentially a rally. Yeah, let's go for just even more cost reduction. So we have over 40, so we're going to get 2 cost reduction, and then we also have mana flow. Oh man, Swain with power overwhelming is just one of those silly ones. Right now, one of Aatrox's powers is bugged in his constellation. So any equipment you pick up in the adventure is supposed to have phage on it, and that's not happening. So it's a pretty big nerf, because an extra 2/2 on top of your equipment that you're picking up is pretty big. So the fact that that's not working is sad. Let's actually not play Misfortune, because it's not really going to matter for the cost reduction or the mana refill. Is this one normally 2? Yeah, let's play this here. Oh, that one is normally 2.
Looking for trouble? It found you.
The tutor system to get out your Aatrox is always nice. Yeah, let's go for the Butcher. Drop our Dark and Harpoon. It's a pretty scary board for round 1. Granted, we've been getting very lucky this game. That's a big nerf? Yeah, that's pretty bad. With how many bugs we're having on Constellations, when do you think they'll have fixes for them? I mean, they fix them every patch. A big thing is just letting them know. Like, the Viego had a similar bug, and that's fixed now.
After all these
I think they're going from big to small, so probably next will be another more playable champ rather than Aatrox. Recently, we had the auto-equip bug fixed. Yeah, they're doing bug fixes every patch. Sure, let's get some little bit more cost reduction on that. That's fine. Don't really care about any of these. Sure, let's get another stacked against them. So we have 4 cost reduction every single round. Yasuo with level up.
My destination. I'll tell you when I get
So
there.
double cost reduction, extra mana ramp, sorcery. Oh, this is just silly. Alright, so let's drop Aatrox immediately. Although I suppose we could attack and then drop Aatrox. Sure, let's attack like this, because Aatrox is going to essentially rally for us. So let's see if they stun us or anything. Alright, this gives them at least a chance to play their Yasuo. I just didn't want our Aatrox to get stunned. Yeah, free attack with Scout gives you a rally. Yeah, we can drop this one here.
Great powers somehow spliced together. A great time has mended you, Captain.
Alright, so we want this to die, but we can still buff it up and give it some equipment, especially one that's not increasing her. Well, it is increased her health a bit.
Face me.
But yeah, it's just a little bit overkill. Just one of those adventures. I don't think it's about how much they are played. This bug just isn't as impactful as something like the Viego one, which hurts his base kit. It's also the fact that the Viego one, since it is in his base kit, it's something that everyone is seeing, everyone is reporting. For this one, it's a bug with Viego's constellation, and it's like kind of a good amount in. Like, you have to at least get his 4th star before you get this, and there is a branching path, so maybe some people go down for the 5-star and they don't even see this. So this one is definitely less noticeable just because it's not in the actual starting deck. Lee Sin with power overwhelming.
Your will by hands.
But then again, no one plays that possession card anyways. I mean, no one played it first because it was so expensive. Yeah, we actually get rid of that. Like, people got used to not playing it, so it kind of didn't matter. Alright, let's again attack for free. This is also going to turn over to give them the opportunity to play.
Only I can endure the dragon's
Alright, they're out of mana.
Only war can bring me peace. Ye started without me. Two great powers somehow spliced together.
Let's get a strike off. See if we get lucky and it hits. Well, didn't hit our equipment, but again, it doesn't really matter.
The last thing you'll see.
We fill it.
GG. Never mind, it's quite good. Turn 1 to possess those 10-20 cards in the Nightmare and sacrificing it for 2 mists. That is pretty good. That was actually... That's something I should try to mention going forward. In 7 minutes, my tips video for the Nightmares comes out. And I gave my suggestion for Annie, but yeah, that would be a good one. Sherazes is decent, but also here we're seeing another Darken equipment. This should have Phage on it. It does not. So yeah, just further proof of it being bugged. All right, Aurelion Soul with Duplicate.
Naturally,
From my knowledge, there's no more overarching bugs right now. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna make some equipment. I just use my Vex. The powder monkeys give free 6-star triggers. That is crazy. That's really, really good. Now, again, let's attack like this. We've been very lucky with also having the attack token almost every time. This is just one of those blessed runs where everything works out well for you. Sure, let's also drop this. Just make sure they have absolutely nothing. Just a silly run. GG. Yeah, so many 6-stars I wanna be able to test out.
After all these years, I can finally...
It'll be nice once we have more ways to get them. Hopefully the event pass, when they add that, hopefully it has a Nova Crystal in it every time. Or if not, hopefully it has like a bunch of the Nova shards that, even if they're for different regions, can add up to a Nova Crystal, so that we're constantly just getting more of those to get more champions. Yeah, that was a silly run. Getting all of these mana powers. But very strong. Sadly, able to verify that, yeah, Aatrox, his power isn't quite working. That Star of Discovery. But let's look at the constellation. Support champs have Iceborne Gauntlet. Decent, giving you the chance to stall a little bit longer. So here's the one that's not working. So it's fairly early on, but you still have to get the 4th star first, and then have to go up, which is kind of the better thing to do, but still. So each Darkin follower has an item. When you summon a Transformer Darkin, double its stats. So that is going to be pretty good, because this should count for Aatrox twice, because leveling up, I think, normally counts as a transform. So he should get this twice, but then just making all units a lot bigger. And then are these all... Yes, these are just all gemstones. So we actually have a good amount. We just need his support champion item, mana flow, and then Dark and Awakened. It's pretty straightforward, but it does fit, especially thematically, having your Darkin be absolutely massive units. I think it should be good. When will they drop the event pass? They haven't confirmed, but I think it is either going to be this patch or next patch. I think it'll be one of those two. With my different interviews I've had with Riot, especially in the last one, they're talking about things they're adding in the future. One of the things that they talked about that they were adding was a way to target farm constellations. We don't know what that looks like. That's kind of the only description we've had. And they're also adding a way for people to be able to earn relics such as like Starforged Gauntlets, because that was one of the things I brought up. Like, hey, you said we'd be able to earn this in game. It's been like 7 months now. You can't buy it anymore. When are we going to be able to add it? They said the same time that they're adding in the way to target farm, they're also adding in a way to get those relics. Now, I asked, are event passes going to also come at that same time? And they said no, event passes should come before then. So going off of that, I think that event passes should be either this month or next month, because after that is when I would start expecting them to add this like target farming system and relic system. So yeah, we don't have any confirmation. All of this is speculation based on information we've gotten from the interviews, but I would think this month or next month for the event passes to be added back in. Again, no confirmation from Riot about any of that. That's just what I'm kind of thinking at the moment. When an enemy dies outside of combat. Yeah, that's actually... Huh. I've never really looked at this before in that way, but this doesn't say when you kill an enemy. It just says when an enemy dies outside of combat, which, yeah, means every time that they have an ephemeral unit that dies outside of combat, they should just trigger both of these effects. So yeah, ephemerals count for both of these. I always, whenever I read this, was in the context of you killing the enemy, but that's not technically what it says. It just says when an enemy dies outside of combat. Now, ephemeral is generally the only way I can think of the enemy consistently dying without you directly killing them. Yeah, ephemerals just mean that you're going to trigger both your 4th star and your 6th star, which is pretty awesome, which means you're just a massive counter to ephemeral units as long as you keep the ephemerals from attacking. So if you can ever bait the enemy into summoning ephemerals on their defensive turn, yeah, that's going to be incredible. Chronicle of Ruin. Yeah, if you go up against an enemy that's killing their own units, like Shadow Isles, that could potentially do that as well. Outside of combat means the unit not being attacked, defended. Yes. So, yeah, if the enemy starts killing their own units, that should also trigger this. So Vex is actually like the counter to Shadow Isles, which is kind of funny because she's Shadow Isles herself. That is very interesting. Thanks for pointing that out, Jump. That is, yeah. You learn something new every day. Yeah, never really factored that together before. Alright, we do have 40 here. Support champs have Lost Chapter. Flare has Ardent Sensor. I do think Samira, I find her 6-star pretty underwhelming, to be honest. Because normally at most you're getting your attack turn like twice. Although that could change because the rest of her constellation actually has a good amount of power in it. So if we take a look, Fast Deal, actually really nice just for that extra draw. Very, very good for you. But these bonus stars, so your support champs have Lost Chapter, so refilling your spell mana, so you're more likely to be able to play more spells every round. Just having another mana refill, that's very nice. Stylish Shot, Charging Sigil, nice, but not really contributing to you playing a bunch more cards. But here, spells you acquire with 4 or more cost have Forbidden Idol, so I cost 3 less. So you can get cards that are very powerful, you're then playing at a greatly reduced cost and potentially playing for free. Because this is like a bonus item you're getting on top of whatever item it already did. So if you already get a like 4-cost item that had 1 cost reduction, and then it's also getting this Forbidden Idol, you can play big spells for free. Flare having Ardent Sensor, the better one, that gives you the 3/3 instead of the kind of crappy like Hand Sensor that's a 1/1. There's a lot of decent upgrades in here, but I think the 6-star, when you gain the attack token, give allies 4 power this round, like it's fine. It just seems like a worse version of the Vayne one. Because this give allies 4 power, that's only your allies you already have on the board. So any units you then play after aren't getting this bonus. Now, yes, you might be able to trigger this like 2 times in a round, but Vayne can often trigger hers 3 times in a round. Now, this hits your whole board. Vayne is normally going to be only like 1 person that attacks 3 times. In general, though, feels kind of underwhelming, but haven't played with it. Maybe it works really well. It'd be cool if when you play X amount of spells rally. Yeah, you don't have full control over Samira's power. You do have control over Vayne's. Yeah. Yeah, Samira, you do have rallies, and I do like playing her with Crown Guard Inheritance, and this does kind of put you back into wanting to play with Crown Guard, because another way to get the attack token, another way to buff up your board. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. It's not like I think it's bad. It's just not really as exciting as a lot of the other ones. And my initial feedback feels like it's a worse version of Vayne's, but we'll have to see. I am pretty jealous of people that have the Ashe 6-star. Because yeah, pairing this with Gatebreaker does seem hilarious. When you decrease an enemy's power, randomly distribute that much power to allies in hand. So just keeping your Ashe in hand and constantly like getting out all of the units, so Ashe is just getting all the power, especially if you go against those tougher units like Lissandra. She drops the Watcher, you Frostbite it, you have all that power on your Ashe. You just drop Ashe then with Gatebreaker and she just nukes the Nexus. Holding Ashe in hand is that long is such a huge self-nerf. Not if dropping her just ends you the game. Also, you have a lot more Frostbites from your 4th star. So potentially even just dropping Ashe, like the normal round you would play her, or maybe the round after, she could still hit pretty hard. I'm saying you can hold her, but like especially for like Lissandra, but you don't necessarily need to. So that could be pretty fun. Hello, what are we doing today? Kind of just testing out some different champions. We looked at Aatrox. We're able to verify that one of his powers was bugged. I think we'll try out Sett, because one person had asked and we hadn't played him for a little while. Also, this is normally the build I go with him, and it works. But I think I'll try the Starforged build just because I haven't played it before. Yeah, it's not my kind of go-to for him. Alright, so Starforged. Luminous. We'll see how this works. I feel like I'm probably going to like the other one better, because yes, this gives you the +1 starting mana, but having the guaranteed spells from your Grand General's counterplan to make sure you get the Facebreaker every round, I still think I'm going to prefer that build, but I haven't tested this one before. At least I don't think I have. So let's go test it out quickly. Let's go for Whoosh, I guess. Although, I think we'll probably reroll. We don't really want extra copies of other champions. Raiding Party. Grit's not terrible for us. Yeah, Grit's not the worst. Sure. All right, let's go for Ashe. Well, I mean, it's going to counter Ashe pretty well.
I'll lead the way.
I have so many fragments for Ionia. Sadly, there's only Lily and Sett. Sett doesn't have a constellation. Yasuo has a constellation. Let's get rid of this one. And yes, we can hold on to the rest. Yeah, we're playing Sett, but he doesn't actually have a constellation. One nice thing, though, from having the Starforged gauntlets is because of that, we're going to be able to play our tag out round 1, gain that extra little mana ramp. So that's handy. Is Chosen or Beast better for Sett? I haven't used either for Sett, to be honest. Alright, so we could drop him this turn. Kind of feel like I don't want to, though.
Win or lose, I'm getting paid.
Safeguard our homes.
Let's actually go here. We don't want to necessarily kill this unit.
Nothing beats the feeling of stepping into the ring.
Alright, so I think we'll drop Sett. We'll then drop our coin.
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
This will completely refill our mana. Yeah, they used to tell us exactly how much we had spent. But right now it should be at just 6. So will this count twice? No, okay. Alright, so we can go ahead and attack like this. We'll be able to then trigger a rally.
Alert the village.
Alright, so some solid damage down. Drop this here. Get our rally going. Once again, drop a coin. Let's actually do a place your bets first. Oh, this could... Oh, my word. We're almost overdrawing. Okay, good thing we're ending right here. GG. Alright, so... Starforge did work out pretty well there for the first round. Granted, we have the most narrow deck, so we're most likely to draw the cards we need. We'll have to see how it performs as we go on and as we get some more cards, so our deck isn't quite as refined. What are the Sett stars? So, +1 starting mana, round start, create a coin in hand. You just always get another one of these. These stack up, so when you play it, it refills a whole bunch of mana. If you have Chemtech, it refills your mana twice. The other one, though, which is actually an incredibly good star power, after you spend 6 or more mana each round, you grant allies 2/2. So just you buff up your entire board by 2/2 once you spent 6 or more mana that round. And then if you spend 12 or more mana, you rally. So that's really good. You get a rally. And this can trigger multiple times in a round. So you can keep triggering these effects as long as you can keep getting the mana going. With Chemtech, since it doubles the effect of your coins, it's actually not that difficult to get multiple rallies after you get to the 6 mana mark. So it's actually some really good star powers, giving you great scaling, giving you a whole bunch of rallies. It's pretty solid. Let's get this here. The other ones are kind of too expensive. Like, on the one hand, just dropping this triggers our first star power, but still. Teemo, Ornn, Soraka. I think we'll go for Teemo. Just got like those cheap units. And let's go for Karma here, because with Guided Meditation, since we can activate our Chemtech round 1, as long as we play our Sett, that's fantastic.
Always trust your spirit.
Is ramping good on Path Champions? Ramping Sett would go crazy. Yeah, there's some decks like Sett that are all about ramping up. Like, you have your tag out. You normally want to play this in your first turn if you can. You get that mana gem. We'll hold on to one of these. Don't really need this as much. since we're starting out with 10 mana. That being said, once Sett actually gets his Constellation, so you get that +1 starting mana, that will actually help you a bunch, because just getting one closer to your Chemtech is fantastic.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
So sadly, we did not draw our champion.
Peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Let's drop this here just for a blocker for Karma.
The Yordle here's with me.
Let's go ahead and kill that. Would you prefer that new champs get the +1 mana or a new power like Kaisa? I mean, I'm always going to choose someone gets a new interesting power like Kaisa's. Because you're still getting the +1 mana, but then you're also getting another extra effect. Disciple of Shadows on 5-star Gwen, just OTK the entire Ace Adventure. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let's go, people.
Alright, let's get Teemo on the board.
Great outdoors.
Some seek a path.
Because him getting buffed up multiple times will be pretty good.
Gonna need some backup out here. Invitation only.
Alright, let's drop the Dancing Droplet for the extra little draw.
Tenacity through trial.
We could, with the Sage, you can duplicate your coins, but I think I'd rather get more place your bets. Huh, so they're using our own card against us. How fun.
Armed and ready.
Alright, let's attack with our elusives.
Focus.
Now let's work on getting our rally going.
They'll never know what hit them.
Alright, GG.
Starts with
Nice. Sett has a cool playstyle, just don't really slot into monthly counters, or at least the harder ones. Sett is the best Karma counter in the game. Yeah, so Sett is very good, and he was actually very good in this set of monthlies, which that video, the monthly challenge guide, I'm trying to have come out tonight. I finished recording it yesterday and did like one round of editing. I can do another round of editing and then upload and everything. But that's going to be trying to come out later today. Sure, another elusive is fine. Anyways, anytime you see extra mana ramp, which there's been a lot in this encounter, where it's like you and the enemy both get mana at the start of the round. Anytime you see that, or anytime you see Karma, or anytime you see the essentially Karma power detached from Karma, so you start with 10. Anytime you see any of that, Sett is a great option. Don't want to cut any of these. Also don't want to necessarily use a reroll. Quick attack here also seems not great. I guess let's go for the Accountant. Champion item, perfect. So Swain with power overwhelming.
Show them their place.
If you're speedrunning, maybe not Sett, but he's way stronger for it still. Go infinite super easily. Yeah. Lee Sin is the best Karma counter, OTK super easily. Yeah, Sett and Lee Sin are my go-to with Chemtech Duplicator, because both of them are vastly more powerful with Chemtech activated than without. Especially Lee Sin is terrible without it, but if you can get it going, he's super strong. All right, let's drop our professional.
Feeling of stepping into the ring.
Yeah, sadly, we don't have... Don't have any way to get our mana ramp going. Okay, so it's not enough to kill outright. So that's decent.
Reporting in.
Let's get to work. Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow.
So here we're just working on getting enough units or playing enough cards to get our 2/2 activated.
Let's get to work.
Because that board wide 2/2 is pretty crazy.
Gets old.
Case in point, GG. Oh, fantastic.
We did it together.
So you got 1 coin on round start? Yes, that's Sett's 2-star. Just every round start, you get another extra coin. So you can try to have those stack up, so you can try to get his other star powers activated. So grabbing Seraphine, even though she would be fine, reduces our odds of drawing our set, which we don't want to have happen. Knuckle is interesting. Sure. Champion item, set, special delivery, regen. Set, this is epic. We could probably reroll to get an epic item, but we can just grab a regen. That's fine. This round, the next time you play a unit this round, summon an exact ephemeral copy of it. Spirit on Knuckle. Heal an ally or your Nexus, create a coin in hand. Sure, we'll get this as just a general solid power, and we'll buy 1 of this just to buff up our Knuckle a little bit. And then Poppy.
Huh? You want
With
me?
Set, you have a
Okay.
pretty good starting deck. So you don't really want to expand that out too much unless you get like a very, very good item. But like his deck already works together quite well. So having to go and add more cards to it to dilute your deck isn't always the best. I really want a Bard constellation. Love having a billion attack and a billion keywords and everything. Bard would be a interesting one, definitely. All right, so yet again, do not have
Win or lose, I'm getting paid.
really anything we can do.
And the blade in the darkness.
Let's just drop Teemo,
Armed and ready.
and he can get some attacks going.
Enough for everyone.
Yeah, that'll be a little bit scary. Coastal Defender is decent. Our bout security is probably going to immediately die. That's... I mean, Zed is already leveled. Yeah, it's fine.
Need some backup out here.
Can't spoil the surprise. The Vandal Scout never.
Alright, we're going to drop our coin so we can play another bout security. This will also trigger our star powers, giving us the board-wide scaling.
Keep it moving.
Alright, so we can drop Zed, but... well, not Zed, our set. And sure, actually, so we'll drop 1 coin. All this is going to do is refill the mana we're playing for it, but that means when we play our set, he'll again trigger that board-wide scaling.
Don't worry.
So again, give everyone an extra 2/2,
Attaboy,
which is really, really good.
Producers get paid.
All right, so we'll
to the
go
arena.
here. Because Sett, he kind of doesn't die. He'll go down to 1 health, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack like this.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so he'll just regen back up. And now we have our Chemtech duplicator online, so we should be able to try to trigger a rally.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Will they actually... Don't really want to use our place your bets when we have so many cards in hand. Could go for Coastal Defender. I think let's just build out our board a little bit.
2, 3, 4.
All right, by playing this... Yeah, we can do this, get some more coins going. All right, drop this here.
The size of the crowd.
Drop some more coins.
Of course.
All right, so stun that, get our rally going. And now we could play some more coins. We could then place your bets and just keep this going. But not really needed. GG. Yeah, Sett is pretty solid. Any idea if there's a champ reveal this week? It should happen, right?
Never underestimate
Yes.
the power of the Scouts Code.
There should be a champ reveal on like Friday or Saturday. Having the guaranteed set is nice, but mana deposit is so good for your powers. So yeah, we'll drop this here. Pretty much guarantees we're gonna get our like first part of our 3-star going. This is funny. Allies have attack where my health amounts to my power. Kind of silly. Mystic Meditation is okay. I mean, to make our coin cost 1 less. I think we can probably do better. 2 armed gearheads, bouncing blades. I think we'll go here. Having any units on your board at the start is fantastic. For 1, that gives you a unit 2 recall if you get your tag out power, but then also just units on the board that you can scale up from your star powers is pretty good. So we can grab this here, and let's go down for, yeah, Fiora with duplicate.
I would gut down the opposition.
I hope Akshan will join Path of Champions. He's my main. I think Akshan is pretty fun. I'm always happy to get him as a support champion. Although I will say, I would hope that they would give him an interesting power. He kind of has a targeting playstyle where you're all about targeting your own units to get your landmark to count down faster. We already have a lot of targeting decks, so I'd kind of just hope that they would maybe move away from that a little bit.
Plug and play.
Whoa! Hey!
But yeah, Akshan could be pretty good.
So soon.
And yeah, the coins, since they're a created card, are also buffing up the armed gearheads. I want my mummy Amumu for life. Amumu would be interesting. I feel like he's one of those champions that Riot's kind of tried to forget about, tried to move away from.
My family was raised on this soil.
So yeah, sadly, we're not quite able to trigger our power this round, but we'll be able to do it with Sett.
Big night.
They're going to drop their Fiora.
I always do, boss.
Alright, let's stun both of her.
Fist meet face.
Try to keep up.
You, me, in the ring.
I'm ready.
Alright, so some solid damage down.
What could have been?
This is glorious. Yeah, I'm ready.
And GG. Yeah, Sett. Sett's pretty good. Also, I will say the Starforged Gauntlets so far
Kion V.
is doing pretty well. You do still have a little bit less consistency of being sure you're going to get your spells to play, but normally you can have enough things to play that you're able to come away with the win. So I've actually been a little bit more impressed, and it's doing better than I kind of thought it would. Or we're just getting lucky. Game start, being able to play this. I think I'd rather go for the draw, really. Probably. We could get extra draw here. Yeah, I think we'll grab this one. Let's go for our Sett. Play some exact copy of me. We could make him cost one more so that we play him on turn 6 and then he'd refill the mana, but I don't think we really want to do that. Shadow Totem is interesting in the fact that they both have Chemtech Duplicator on them, so if we play them at 6 mana, they would both go off. Don't think I... Yeah, we normally have a pretty full board, so I don't think the Shadow Totem would be the best. Honestly, just grabbing extra draw. It's nothing crazy, but it's fine. Alright, Zoe with Unyielding.
Awesome. This is gonna be so much fun.
Well, if Amumu came to LOR, I hope the hatred line of any champion to Amumu added would be so good. Let's get rid of most of these. I feel like people really sleep on both Sett and Aatrox, but they both feel very fun and quite strong. Yeah, Sett is definitely one I think a lot of people definitely sleep on. Alright, let's immediately drop this here, get that ramp going.
Don't mind if I do. You know what my future is? Glorious.
Another day in the field.
Alright, so we'll attack with this one here, because at least he can't get blocked. Yeah, Sett is one that is already quite good if you play him correctly, and then once he gets a constellation,
Okay, what did you do?
that's going to be pretty crazy. Alright, so we could drop him. We might actually wait till next round, though. Although he would already be able to give us that scaling on some of our units. Fine.
Glorious.
Want a piece of me? Line starts here.
Alright, let's try to build out our board a little bit.
No IOUs, no collateral.
And I think let's drop Knuckle. We won't be able to play the other cards, but that's fine.
Fight, I do start up.
Yeah, we're going to kind of end up drawing too many cards.
Now I pack up.
But this will help us get some of our like extra copies of Sett.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, let's stop some of these.
Fist meet face.
All right, so we'll go ahead and attack before we spend too much and get our other rally going.
Wisdom lies that way. Probably.
All right, kind of want to build out our board. Let's get rid of that spell shield, get some more draw going. Sure. All right, so there's our rally. All right, and GG. Yeah, kind of the crazy thing with Sett is normally when you're ending the game, you still could end up pushing so much damage. Like, you could just keep going and rallying over and over again. That against some of the tougher encounters, especially once he has his Constellation to help him speed up a little bit more. Like, we know at minimum he's getting +1 starting mana with his 5th star. So it's like, that's going to be good. That, in addition to the other things he's getting, will be just crazy. This going down to a 1 cost, not really worth it since it's already a 2 cost. I don't really care about True Shot or Stump Fumes. We would get more copies of this, though. Yeah, I just don't want to add either of these, so I guess we'll do this, even though it's like it's a bit of a nerf, but it's a 1 cost getting a coin. Kind of better than some of the others. Brainworm, fun. Sure, give us some more scaling, that's okay. Let's buy 1 copy of this. Let's go for the champion item. So Zed with Unyielding. Wish we get new mechanics like Deep versus the new champion next week. It's boring to waste the hype into a new champ that only works like 3 others already have in Path of Champions. Yes. Let's get rid of this one. And Knuckle, and even the Pokey Stick. We want to try to get some more of our things to help us ramp up as soon as possible. Yeah, I agree. I want them to try to add some new playstyles into the game. Now, they've done decent recently with some like Swain being similar, but kind of having a different twist on some of the stuff they do.
It isn't about who's better, it's about the coin.
But I do agree, I hope we get some just completely unique champions. Like Deep would always be fun to get.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go ahead and attack like this. Do we care about Teemo? Or do we want to bank the mana? I think let's actually pass for now. What champion you want in Path of Champions? I want Scion. I think Scion would always be fun. I think we don't really have a way to stop him. We could do this to try to reduce down his attack a little bit, which would also reduce down his clone a bit. Make them discard 2 cards. Sure. So I think Scion would be very fun. I think, especially if they give him his whole support package, would be very cool. But again, I think things are cool thematically. Let's...
Wanna arm wrestle?
Yeah, we don't want to take too much damage here. I think Kale is another one that I think would be super fun in order to get. We don't actually have enough mana. So yeah, Kale would be great. She would have that whole empower mechanic, which we don't really have at all. Dancing Droplet, sure.
All in the shoulders.
Okay, that's
This should be
a
fun.
little annoying, especially because they can potentially use a combat trick here. Yeah, like that. We're going to recall this other one, but want to keep that unit actually alive. So yeah, Kale, another one that would be absolutely great to have.
Win or lose, I'm getting paid.
Yeah, we can drop Chemo.
2, 3, 4.
Let's hear it!
Alright, so they'd be able to block and kill some of these. Let's just attack with our elusives. I see Kale being an enemy. It would be interesting to go up against the Kale deck. Would actually make Ash probably be very good. Yeah, really having bad luck. Oh, there it is. Saying bad luck drawing a champion.
Traditions are lost if not passed on.
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
They're not going to give us the chance to play anything.
They follow the wrong master.
Alright, let's drop this because it's burst. They really need to change coins back to be burst speed. I would guess that that is what they're going to do.
Let's throw down.
I would guess that's what they're going to do with the constellations. They're probably going to have a little note in there or an item that's like coins and now burst speed. I would be honestly surprised if they didn't do that. Alright, so yeah, let's play this, get rid of their blocker. There's our rally, fantastic.
Final lesson.
Never gets old. Let's hear it!
Alright, so we get through their unyielding. And then we'll just try to work on getting another rally going. I guess we could use Knuckle. That's not terrible. We don't have too many ways to generate coins. Because they didn't play anything for our face breaker. Yeah, little sad. Or I mean, actually, we can just end because we're about to get the attack token anyways, so we don't actually have to go and get the rally because they're still not going to have anything.
Never gets old.
So yeah, kind of doesn't matter. GG. Do you think the Void would get added as a playable region for new adventures? I mean, that seems like a good idea. So probably, but I kind of doubt that would happen soon. I think that would happen if this game is successful, if it keeps lasting for like a couple years or more, then that's something they would do down the line. I think since the game is kind of just getting started, like it's just now come over to focus on Path of Champions, I think that's something that would be later on down the line. Play recall the strongest enemy. Sure. 3/3 but ephemeral, that's not bad. We probably gonna play this? Probably not. Yeah, let's go for a game start because we have not been getting him too consistently. Let's probably get rid of the dog. We're pretty much never playing it. Alright, Misfortune.
Sure you can handle me?
Yeah, right now it seems like they're still kind of building the foundations, and they're adding things that is still making the game feel whole. Like a lot of complaints people are having is like, oh, the constellation materials are too difficult to get. And it's like, yes, that is accurate. But with that, they are working on still adding in more ways to get it. So they agree, and they are working on fixing that as a problem.
Nothing beats the feeling of stepping into the ring. Win or lose, I'm getting
So yeah, they're still kind of getting the game set up and in a good spot.
Reporting in. Bullseye!
Come on, people, let's make tomorrow today. Try to keep up.
Alright, that's a pretty solid amount of damage. Sett is the new champion with constellations? No, no.
I'll shoot the wings off
Not, I mean, not as far as we know. We're just playing Sett because we haven't played him for a while. Someone asked if we can play him, and it's like, yeah, sure, that's fine. As far as him actually getting the new constellation, we know absolutely nothing about that. That is not why we're playing them. Let's go here and here. Alright, so playing some units wouldn't necessarily be great. Like, we could drop Knuckle, but then we'd kind of lose out on this combo. Granted, we'd really need that combo. Not really. He would draw another spell for us. We'd have 3 mana banked. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Alright, let's drop Sett. See if we can maybe get one of our
I always do, boss.
ramp items to hit that 6-star this round.
Look who's come aboard.
Alright, we don't want to play
Yeah, I'm ready.
Welcome to the arena.
too much because we're going to probably hit our rally. Alright, GG. That someone was me? Yes, I'm aware, Jump.
That's how we do it in Kion,
I wouldn't complain if Sett got added as a constellation, though. He is a pretty solid champion. Double attack. Sure. Another unit at the start of the game, not bad. Sustain, not terrible. I think we'll go for a unit. You know, put a lot of pressure on early is nice. Jinx kind of counters us because a lot of our units will just die immediately to her attack. Could get an epic item though. We kind of have enough power as it is, I'd feel like. Yeah, let's go cut a card. So Draven with Unyielding.
Welcome to the League of Draven.
We will actually hold on to the Pokey Stick. We're kind of wanting to reroll more to try to get some of our ramp cards, but then some of these are also just so good to have. So far, though, Starforged is still decent. We haven't quite hit a area where we haven't had anything to play. I think, yeah, let's reduce this down a little bit, get rid of one of their cards. Reckoner, nice, that's pretty great. Keeping them from attacking is perfectly fine, so yeah, we can pass here. Yeah, we can use a tag out here.
For the hand. is that?
There's the voice line.
Don't do meditation.
Unless we get the eternally rumored and wanted big void event. Yeah, the void would be in like the Shurima area. It would be nice if we could get that, but yeah, it's not necessarily likely.
Armed and ready.
We could attack with both of these, but Draven would be able to block and kill one of them. But if he did, he would be one away from dying to a pokey stick, so that's probably worth.
This is gonna hurt for you. That's a yike.
Alright, not terrible.
Who's ready to wreck it? Now we're cooking. Watch and learn.
Alright, let's go ahead, drop this, kill their Draven
This'll be a good warm
with that. We can actually, that's already going to buff up our board. So we could drop both of these here. They'll both get up by 2/2, so they won't die. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Killing their whole board.
Time for the moneymakers.
This probably won't be quite enough. Yeah, if our coins wasn't focus speed, we'd be fine. Ah, well. Alright, let's play our coin. There's our rally.
You'll never know what hit 'em.
Right, they have their unyielding. So this would recall all enemies, but that wouldn't really matter. Yeah, I think we'll just drop this. We won't really be able to play any coins, but this should be enough to just
Don't break a hip in there, old man.
end.
I don't know who you're talking to, boy. Easier than I thought.
Yeah. GG. Nice.
We did it together.
Yeah, there could be a big void event where they added like multiple different void incursions all around the world, and they could add like 3 different adventures at once. That would be really cool. Pokey stick. It would give us cost reduction for our set. Not that we really need cost reduction, to be honest. But yeah, we don't really want the others, so sure. Let's go ahead and cut. Which one do we want to cut? I mean, eventually poison darts. Actually, we're pretty much never playing this. It is a cheap elusive, though. Yeah, I'm fine with getting rid of it. All right, Ezreal with duplicates.
Quest accepted. Wait, where
They could bring back Baron Nashor as a boss fight for the old labs. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. I mean, Void they know is something that everyone like wants. So they should be very aware of it. Hopefully we'd get that eventually, but probably not anytime soon. Especially, I think a lot of their resources are going to setting up Arcane and whatever they're going to do for that. Sure, let's drop this again for a coin.
Stepping into the ring.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
Six. Elusive. Not the best. Yeah, I think we'll pass, although that being said, they're just going to be able to kill a lot of our units with static shocks.
bragging if you could. Their streets will be doomed.
Alright, so he's already going to die, so that's fine to put him there. Don't really care about this unit. That unit will survive there. Alright, not terrible.
I did my best.
I think let's drop Knuckle, just because we don't want to waste all of our mana. But we'll go ahead and pass here. We're going to drop our Sett next round.
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
Sure, let's draw some cards.
No, welcome to the arena.
Alright, so able to kill Teemo, which will be, not Teemo, Ezreal. This is actually Ezreal Targon. So that's annoying.
Plug and play.
Yeah, they'll be able to kill some of our units, but I think let's just put out as much damage as we can.
Target you, pets. You're between me and glory.
Is this the same Sett run?
Formidable foe.
I mean, Sett is a champion that kind of takes his time. Also, it's not like a constellation champion, so yeah, Sett is a little bit slow. That is definitely the case.
Hey, boss, check out the size of the crowd.
And all of them here to see you, of course.
We owe this land our lives.
All right, there we got our rally. Yeah, let's drop this here.
No holds barred.
No sweat. No way.
All right, not too bad. Granted, we need to try to end this round.
Don't blink or you miss me.
So we could drop this here. I think let's go ahead, replace this, drop our coin.
This is glorious.
Let's see what we can draw here.
Upgrade. Nice.
All right, so we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna quite have enough, sadly.
See? This is progress.
Yeah, we're gonna be one away. So that's a little sad. But they weren't able to attack. We can just attack right here, and that should be game.
Beat losers, get paid.
Obstacle, meet gauntlet.
One thing to note, we have had like 3 or 4, I think. I think it's been 3 unyieldings.
Good to be the boss.
So that's also slowing this match down. We've gotten a good amount of those that have taken or made things go extra long. Draw 2, give other allies 7/7 this round. 7 cost is a little rough. Yeah, I think let's just get Knuckle. That's fine. All right, Yasuo with perfected mana flow.
My destination. I'll tell you when I get there.
That's decent. Dosi Tenno? Thank you for the follow. We can... Yeah, tag one of these out.
Is a leaf's only purpose
Another day in the field.
to... Life's the best teacher you'll get.
This one, I don't actually want to get recalled. So we'll just attack with Teemo.
Everything.
And we'll be able to play our set this round. That's also another thing. We've gotten pretty unlucky with not getting our ramp spells.
Yone, turn back while you can.
It's been a little bit sad. Alright, let's drop 1 coin just to have enough to play our sets. Although I guess with his mana refill, it doesn't really matter.
Face your fate.
No cure.
Let's throw down.
Dodge this.
Sure. Let's yeah, we'll go here. Savage Reckoner, that's fine. And then let's drop this right here to kill their Yasuo.
Still. Beat losers, get paid. I saw you looking at me.
Alright, so pretty good. And this next round, we're going to get our Chemtech activated. Sure.
Like a storm, I bring change. See? This is progress. Can't catch the wind.
Alright, we'll go ahead and attack. Well, yeah, this won't trigger our effect yet. We don't really want them to have a blocker if we can avoid it. We also haven't leveled up Sett once. We've just been ending the game.
Hold tight to your branches, Himonche.
Bring your worst winds.
Alright, so we'll block here, but we'll be able to rally.
Brace against fury.
No holds barred.
Alright, GG.
That's how we do it in Kyanvi.
Yeah, for Sett, you have to kind of wait until you really get into the mid game, especially with your Chemtech duplicator, before you really do well. Titanify, sure. Just getting more copies of Sett will be good. And so because of that, even though he's strong, he is on the slower side, which I think is why a lot of people don't really play him as much. Aurelian Soul with power overwhelming.
Naturally.
And also, you can struggle into people like Aurelian Soul, where if you're not ending incredibly fast, their ramp just shuts you down. Alright, we're gonna play the Knuckle for the spell draw. We really want... Yeah. Didn't get lucky, unfortunately. We're trying to get the spell for our increased ramp.
Try to keep up. Trouble coming
I don't want this to
through.
really go back into hand. Yeah, we'll just stack like this.
I'll enter your spirit.
Alright, let's try to get rid of that spell shield. I think we'll bank the mana for next round, because next round we can drop our set.
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
Let's drop this here. Stun Lee Sin, get rid of Nasus's spell shield. Most of the units having that quick attack. Let's...
No, I saw you looking at me.
Let's maybe get rid of Nasus first.
Never gets old.
That way our other units are going to be a little bit stronger. Sure. Let's drop this here. Double the power of our units. Sounds good. Alright, let's drop a coin. There's our rally.
Don't let anyone con you, Liz. We don't do credit.
We're going to save the Facebreaker for next round.
Hey, boss, check out the size of the crowd.
And all of them here to see you, of course.
Alright, so we could kill their Lee Sin, could get rid of their Infinite Mind Splitter.
Catch the wind!
I feel like getting rid of Lee Sin is going to be more important. Who is their Mind Splitter targeting again? Yeah, it is targeting Sett, so that's going to shut down our Sett, which is great.
You, me, in the ring.
Sure. We can go ahead and attack like this. Nautilus. Oh boy. Should be getting another quest line in 2 hours for another Platinum Vault. Nice. Let's try this. I think it should give us 2 of them. Yep. And then let's go for a Facebreaker here. We don't want their Lee Sin to give us any recalls, and Stunning Nautilus will be solid.
Bustin' heads.
Yeah, we can go... That's fine. Well, I'm glad they're using the silence there and not later. We could use a tag out to save one of them. I think we're fine, though.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
Are we gonna have the mana to summon him? Probably not. Let's drop this as a bigger unit.
We owe this land our lives.
All right, there's our rally. I suppose we could use this here to get rid of their Aurelian Soul. We wouldn't have any mana, but we'd get rid of him blocking. Sure. Alright, the one issue is our set's gonna get blocked. And he's where a ton of our damage is coming from.
Welcome to the arena.
But should still be enough. Yep, GG. But yeah, Sett is a little bit slow.
It's good to be the boss.
That's another thing. The quest lines they keep having come out that just give us more reasons to play, give us more rewards. So nice. As far as this build, I think it is fine. I wouldn't say that the other build with Archangel Staff and Grand Challenge Counterplan is just flat out better. But I don't think this build is flat out better either. Yes, you get to have that extra 1 mana ramp, but you have the inconsistency of not making sure you're going to be getting the spells and extra mana you need. Oh, excuse me. So I think it's fine. But I don't think either one is just flat out the better answer. It's really going to come down to your personal preference, which is always nice when there's not just one best build you have to do. Goodness. We got a lot of different quests done, apparently. Alright, Stardust. I feel like I'm getting so many more fragments, but still kind of lacking star crystals. Yeah, we're definitely getting many more fragments for our champions, but star crystals are still pretty rare. You really get almost none of those. Nice. Samira, really the only way you're getting them is from the monthly. Right now, if you've done all the other quests, that is, like if you've done all the rewards for like Lysandra, Aurelian Soul, the 3 stars, Galio, if you've done all of those, the only repeatable way to get star crystals is the gold vessel right here. If you get lucky in high roll, maybe the silver vessel from the other weekly can give you some, but I haven't seen that happen at all. So yeah, getting 6 stars is still very difficult. That is kind of the thing they need to improve the most, and that's something they have said that they are working on. Toast, do you think you can show us an Eve game? I'm trying to level her from 0 to 3 stars. I'm struggling a lot, especially if I can't draw her for the first 3 rounds. Yeah, Eve is a struggle. I don't really have time today. I need to finish my monthly challenge guide video. Still have to finish editing that. I have to get it out for today at 5. So that's where I'm going to call it today. Maybe I can do an Evelyn run potentially tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you all for hanging out with me for a bit. And we'll still be streaming the rest of the weekdays. But hope you all have a great rest of the day. See ya.